Hi, I'm Becky.
And I'm Lindsay, and today we're talking about a phrase we hear a lot, which is, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about it. No,
Don't
just
care.
don't care. No.
Don't care. Does I don't care really mean I don't care?
Oh gosh, no. It is a great big wall that someone puts up to protect themselves because they're normally scared. Pantless. I was careful.
Yeah, so you are careful language, so that's good. But what it comes across with a lot of people, and people, they don't care, and people see that they're being rude, they're being naughty, they see it as a behaviour response, they see it as a lack of interest, or that they don't care.
And they've just got attitude.
I don't care is an easy option. We know a lot of young people who use the phrase I don't care when they actually don't have the words to describe what's really going on. It's one example.
Or they don't want to admit.
They don't want to admit what's going on, or it's become a learnt response to put up that barrier to stop them showing emotion, to stop them breaking down, to stop them getting upset, to stop them getting angry. Oh, I don't care. It's also a reflection of really poor self-worth and a lack of confidence and all of this. So yeah, I don't care doesn't really mean I don't care. In fact, more than often, what does it really mean, Becky?
The exact opposite. They really do care, and actually they're so scared and they're so fearful of making a mistake, letting someone down. It's not even themselves.
Yeah.
It's about being vulnerable, exposing their weaknesses in front of others, or their fears and doubts in front of others. So yeah.
And it's that thing of like they've been let down so many times, like, oh, I don't care, I've given up. And it's that self kind of, they do care and they want somebody else to care. So when they say I don't care, that's because often they think everybody else doesn't care. And sometimes you can work with somebody or they're a family member and you're like, but I've done this, I've done that. That's one of the worst things that can happen, because it's not about what you've done, it's about ultimately how they feel.
Yeah.
And if they're saying they don't care, that's from a place of, there's a little bit of giving up hope as well sometimes.
Yeah.
And they're sad and they need to be heard, they need to be listened to. So how do we deal with the phrase, I don't care, when we hear it? I've had it today actually. I was talking through something with a student. We're working on a monologue to help them express themselves in a more appropriate manner, because they haven't been particularly doing it in the right way in the past, shall we say, when they're in meetings and stuff. And I asked quite a difficult question, or how they felt about something, and it was like, oh, I don't care. And I've got a relationship with this young person now that I turned around and went,
Well,
that's the line you do. I said, and the reason you said you don't care is because you do care, and I now know that. And they looked at me and they smirked and they smiled, and then we talked. So it's that acknowledgement that they do care. But I've got to that place with that young person that I've got a relationship and I can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I can do that. But you're not always in that place straight away with somebody. So if someone says I don't care, or they get some feedback and they don't like it, so I don't care, or a kid's having a stroke, I don't care, or you need to pick that up now because you've broken it, or I don't care. What's the first most important thing we have to do?
actually, you have to acknowledge the fact that in that moment they don't care.
Yeah.
You've got to acknowledge their feelings. They've got to start feeling heard.
Don't retaliate back.
No.
Don't react to the behaviour that is being shown in that moment of don't care. Accept it.
Yeah.
Hear it.
Sometimes it will come through as defiance. Sometimes it will come through as complete, what's the word I'm after? So you get it as kind of defiance and in your face, and other times it will just be almost like introvert and there is no self-belief or anything. But ultimately, under all of that, when you unpick it all comes down to that same thing. And they just don't have the confidence in themselves.
And actually, they care way more than you can ever possibly imagine, because of lots of different things have got them to that point. So the thing we always try and do is just take that movement to allow that feeling to happen. Don't react back with a judgment.
No. It's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. And build up by time and listening. So
it's unpicking it.
Yeah.
It's unpicking what is going on, and you can't ask outright questions, and it's not going to be something that happens straight away and overnight. It's going to take session after session after session to get to know them. to ask things in different ways, to try things in different ways, see how they react to it, what their responses are. Do they go and try avoidance tactics? Do they go defiant? And then you start to unravel it all. And then you start building blocks that they don't realise you're building underneath, to start underpinning it.
I like stretching it a little bit at a time. It's like the blue tack analogy. You kind of, if you just go to here straight away, the blue tack breaks. But if you nurture it and mould it and take time and put it back together again and stretch it and warm it up, it's amazing what you can achieve, what you can do, and it all opens up and you can see all those fibrous bits of that blue tack working, and it kind of lets you in. And I think, yeah, it's taking the time. So the next time you hear somebody go, well, I don't care,
Go, okay then, accept it. Don't react.
accept it, hear it, acknowledge it, and then take the time. It's a cry for help. Take the time to spend some time, be present in the moment with that person, and show them you do care by listening, waiting, showing up, and being present. Give it a go, see what happens. Till next time.